Let me nail this one. All right.
He's enjoying this.
Well, let's just put it away. That's
Jim,
what I
Jim,
want.
it's all over the cafe.
My executive producer's a vegetarian. I saw her go some other place.
Let's get him.
So we'll go over the skid pad. I'll do some drifting, and then we'll do a burnout. You sure you don't want to drive?
No. You're in control, and I really appreciate that. Say it while I'm going up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one shot. Okay, ready? Hey, I'm Cramer. Welcome to Mad Money. Welcome to Mad Money. Welcome to Cramerica. Welcome to Cramerica. Hello from the city of brotherly love, 140 miles off the coast of Louisiana. Welcome to Dreamforce Conference in San Francisco. I'm on a boat. Welcome to Dearborn, Michigan. We're on the Mississippi River in front of Nucor CEO, Louisiana. Mad Money is in the heart of steel country. Mad Money is boots on the ground in the Badlands. This is what we'll do, find good ideas to invest in America. Who says we don't make anything anymore? That was a look at all the places this show has visited on the road over the last 20 years. We've got new Mad Money from Michigan car factories, offshore oil rigs, and even a direct reduction facility in Louisiana that belonged to our next guest, Nucor. In fact, steelmaker Nucor has joined Mad Money almost every quarter for our last 20 years. It's because I love the company so much. I'll just play them with the hand open. Last night, we had a solid quarter from Nucor. Even better, management gave us some positive commentary about how they see demand shaping up in the months ahead. That doesn't jive with the conventional wisdom that claims we're headed for a nasty recession. You know I don't believe that either. But don't take it from me. Let's check in with Leon Topalian. He's the chairman, president, and CEO of Nucor. Mr. Topalian, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for having me, and congratulations to you and your entire team. 20 years is an incredible milestone, and Nucor is glad to be a part of that over the last 2 decades.
Well, Leon, we are thrilled to have you, and I am also thrilled that you, I hope you understand we recognize you as much as you recognize us, because you're such a great American company. I got to tell you, I was thrilled about your numbers. To me, it says trough, trough, trough. I see everything going your way after kind of a pretty long downturn. Am I too optimistic?
No, look, we share in that enthusiasm and optimism. As you look at the quarter-over-quarter improvements, as we think about the projections, our backlogs are up 30%. We continue to see strong order entry, and again, the end drivers for Nucor: construction, data centers, energy, OCTG, and the markets that are yet still emerging. All are pointing for very strong signs as we head into the second quarter and the rest of the year. Jim, one of those data points, too, I'll just share with you as we think about Nucor is the largest structural fabricator in the United States. When you think about the backlog at our Nucor Yamato facility today in our Berkeley beam mill, it is the largest backlog in the history of our company, like ever. And so as you think about that as a bellwether for the rest of the industry, that volume and those tons that sit in that backlog are through fabricators that don't pre-order, they don't buy ahead. They book only on the business that's contracted today. So that gives you a really good indication of how strong, like to the tune of hundreds of thousands of tons at that sector of the economy alone. So again, like you, I'm optimistic about our future, but clearly, for the rest of the year, we see improving signs coming through the economy.
Well, man, I also want to make another point. I think that if we didn't have a level playing field, if we had a playing field like you and I have seen periodically, we would not be talking about the great strength of a great American company. We would be talking about how you've been shut out of a lot of situations because other countries wanted those projects.
Absolutely. Jim, look, the last 4 years, we've seen our trading partners in countries take full advantage of the 232 or the TRQs that were put in place. It was long overdue for these to be refurbished, revamped, and revised. And that's exactly what we're seeing today in the Trump administration. And again, but now with some nuance, not only pivoting where he needed to pivot, but also adding things like derivative products that, again, take a much more holistic view in helping the entire vibrancy of the steel industry and ensuring that we have a strong, resilient industry for national defense.
You know, I heard someone on air say, you know what, Jim, you support this industry. It actually creates very few jobs, and it's not very big. I've been schooled by you and your predecessors that when you look at something like what's going on in West Virginia, when you put up a steel mill, it doesn't end there. It is actually the force multiplier that our country is desperate for, actually.
Jim, let me tell you about the last 5 years alone. We've invested $20 billion to grow this company. In that same period of time, we've created 9,000 direct jobs and over 40,000 direct jobs. What do you think that does for the communities where we live and work? What do you think that's going to do in helping partner and transform counties like Mason County, West Virginia, or Lexington, North Carolina, Kingman, Arizona, and all the investments that Nucor is involved in across the entire U.S.? So we are long-term partners in the communities where we live and work, and that investment, man, we're all in, and that's going to be one of the strongest, safest, most profitable mills that Nucor's ever undertaken in West Virginia. So I couldn't be more optimistic. Nucor's best days are still in front of us.
And I also want to point out that you can help us with pricing. It's not like you've jacked up pricing because of the tariffs. Pricing can go much higher than it is right now.
Oh, absolutely. Look, we're in a commodity business. It is the bottom line, man, what supply and demand is going to dictate. And so, yeah, you're absolutely right. The highs of 2021 and 2, man, we are way, way below that. So while there's strength in the economy, there's a lot of room left. And again, you've not seen the full earnings power and potential come through Nucor yet.
And I think also it's important. We've seen these projects get pushed by the government, big subsidies. They make everything right. People talk about how they streamline everything. You actually pick communities that need you. You do it yourself. What you've done basically is say, you know what, we don't need your help. We have a level playing field. We'll put up factories all over the country. Isn't that what's happening in all these different little towns that you're in?
Oh, absolutely. And again, we're in 40 states across this incredible nation of ours. We have incredible long-term relationships. And again, we live and work in those communities. So we're going to school, church, communities, movie theaters. And so those investments, again, like those in Mason County and other parts of the U.S. where we're invested, it's a long-term relationship. And Nucor is a great community steward, environmental steward, sustainability. But again, we're giving back as our people are invested there, buying homes there. And again, that tax base and community. And you think about a $4 billion sheet mill in Mason County. That is going to transform that industry in that area.
Well, look, I've got to tell you, it's a delight to have you on our 20th. It's pure joy. Ever since I didn't know about your company till 1985, but holy cow, what just a gem it is. That's Leon Topalian. He's the chairman, president, and CEO of Nucor. This stock is at the right price, believe me. Leon, thank you for coming on the show on this special day.
Thanks so much, Jim. Congrats again.
Mad Money's back after the break.
Coming up, the bulls have been running wild ever since Mad Money came on the air. But which stocks have performed better than the rest? Cramer's counting down the top 10 names over the last 20 years. Next. Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.